Good morning, East Coast, because that's where I'm at, and it's morning time, and it is cold up here in the Northeast. In my area, it's 8 degrees, probably colder where somebody else is. Let me just turn down my heat, actually. I want to talk about mocking and mockers. Now, this world, if you're a Christian, if you're born again, you're going to be mocked. Sometimes in a very subtle way, and sometimes really out there. They're going to be overtly coming at you. But there will be people mocking, and you need to be able to handle it. If you can't handle it, then we got a problem. In fact, one of my videos I did a long time ago, it wasn't very good. I didn't do a real good job on it. Was not eloquent at all, but then again, eloquent I do not claim to be. My thoughts weren't there as well. I should have taken notes on that video before I went into it. What I was trying to say didn't come across right. And there were those that mocked me. And that's okay, because if I can't handle some mocking, we got some issues. As a saved person, you need to be able to handle it. You got to be thick-skinned. And those who will mock you aren't just professing Christians, because there's plenty of those. But I'll tell you, turn to the book of Jude, verse 18. How that they told you there should be mockers in the last times, which we're in my belief, who should walk after their own ungodly lust. So there's going to be, excuse me for sniffing there, it's cold. There's going to be people who are going to be mocking these last times. They're going to make fun of you in your God way. And, oh, how's your God doing? Oh, you can't even get your words out right. Oh, if you were so you're going to hear a lot of that stuff out there. And people are going to come at you left and right. I'm just telling you. I've got a few verses here. I'm trying to put these in a spot where I don't lose them. But now we want to turn to Job, chapter 12, verse 4. Now, I got to be honest with you. I did not get my my little bookmarks out and be ready to go. So Job chapter 12. So bear with me that so early in the morning. Again, not the best video in the world to make at the moment, but I want to get a point out there that you need to handle these things. Job chapter 12, verse 4. I am as one mocked of his neighbor, see, who calleth upon God, and he answereth him. The just upright man is laughed to scorn. Again, there's a lot about mocking in the Bible, because we will be. Matthew 27. Now, this is where I'm going to make another point. I like Matthew. Who doesn't like Matthew? Jesus is in Matthew. Jesus appears in Matthew. So, right away, it's already a great book. So, Matthew chapter 27, verse 29. As my pages are sticking together. There we go. Matthew chapter 29, verse 29. And when they had platted a crown of thorns, they put it upon his head, and a reed in his right hand. And they bowed the knee before him, and mocked him, saying, Hail, King of the Jews! And they spit upon him, and took the reed, and smote him on the head. And after that they had mocked him. They took the robe off from him, and put his own raiment on him, and led him away to crucify him. So you think you're being mocked now. Imagine what Jesus was going through. You want to be worried about mocking. What you got here going on, the insults you take now, the mocking you endure now, boy, that's nothing to what Jesus did. So I got to tell you, it's hard to hear the complaints of people who feel that they're being mocked. Okay, well, you're going to get a lot of it, and I'm going to get a lot of it. It is what it is. If you can't be strong now, because it's only going to get worse. You think you see Christians around the world being persecuted, and some parts of the country a lot more than right here, a lot more. I was gonna say a way lot more, but somebody's gonna correct my grammar out there. So, well, would you just graduate junior high? All right, so I was gonna say something else, and I gotta keep my anger down a little bit. I'm like, you have no idea You have no idea in America what mocking is. But we're going to get there. We're going to get there. Persecution's on its way. Don't you worry. But you better start getting prepared now. Let's go to Mark chapter 15, verse 20. So Mark chapter 15, verse 20. Now again, I got to lift my fingers here to get to the page here. All right. Sometimes the pages of the Bible are just hard to turn. All right. Verse 20. And when they had mocked him, they took off the purple from him. Interesting, the purple. And put his own clothes on him and led him out to crucify him. Mocked. His whole life is mocking. Galatians chapter 6. Think about that. Think about what Jesus went through. And we're complaining? Christians, you better get ready. You really do. You really got to get ready. And stop worrying about your feelings. Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. Yeah, verse 7. Be not deceived, God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. That's the last word, but think about that. God ain't mocked. It ain't happening. So people in this world, they're like, oh, they're mocking God. Oh, they got a judgment day that they have no idea what's coming. You do, because the Bible says so. And some of them might say, oh, I do, I've read the Bible, I know what it says is going to happen. The message of the story is really simple, Christians. You are going to be mocked and made fun of, teased, insulted on every level possible. And you better start preparing yourself now, because it is going to get far, far worse. I have people that make fun of me, and I told you, somebody hijacked one of my videos and mocked me in that. That's okay. It's an old video I did. I'm okay with that. It doesn't hurt my feelings, doesn't bother me, because they're the ones who are going to face the ultimate judgment in the lake of fire. And I hope they don't, by the way. I don't hope everybody goes to hell that makes fun of me or mocks me or takes my words and twists them. It's okay. I'm still going to pray for them. Still going to pray for them. That's the end of this video, because it is morning. I know people are going to be trying to go to work. Well, then again, some people you might not watch this until later this evening. So wherever you are in this world, God bless. I love you, and have an awesome day today.